Hey Flea fan, welcome to another episode of You,
Me,
and the Flea. Welcome.
Kristina, what's going on? What's new? Talk to me.
Okay, I want to talk today about services. So talk to me, like, what are your favorite services, kind of like must-haves?
Oh, geez.
You are the girly to ask, I think.
I feel like this is a tough... I'm getting set up here. Hair.
Okay.
Nails.
Okay, like, let me ask you, are you, like, super particular? Like, have you gone to the same person for, like, how long?
Shout out Andrea Favat. We went to high school together. She started doing my hair probably 10 years ago.
Okay.
Honestly, I think even more, maybe 12 years ago, like,
wow. Yeah.
It's been a long time. So then when I moved here, I was like, oh, I'll have to find a new nail or, hair girl here.
Yeah.
It just wasn't the same.
Right.
So when I tell you I make trips home for my hair appointment, I am not lying.
Dude, I used to do that
And
so
I will
hard.
not stop. Never.
So I had the same like hairstylist for probably like, gosh, I was 18. Like she was in beauty school for forever. But finally it's just like, okay, love ya, but there's got to be something in my neighborhood. And so I obviously went off of a referral from a friend and been going, shout out to Melissa Evans, my girl.
Where's she at?
She's just right here in West Loop. But
I will say your hair always looks fire.
Thank you. So does yours.
That's what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to go to the people that you trust, that know your hair. Like,
she knows my hair. She knows how to mix colors that, yes, my hair is lighter, but it's not this blonde.
Yeah. So
she's clearly bleaching it.
Sure.
My hair's not breaking off. I don't brush it. And like, it's just, I've literally gotten my hair done, highlights where I brush my hair and like, no joke, all the white hairs are like all over me.
Yeah.
We both wear dark colors a lot. So you can really, I'm like, oh my God, that's all that breakage. Like, are you kidding? Do I have any hair left?
The flea.
What the flea is going on?
So I have a friend, I won't name her or call her out, but like she goes to like a different hair person every single time. And it blows my mind because I'm like, how do you get in the chair not knowing, only seeing like, let's say Instagram photos or like reviews off a person and being like, hey, okay, yes, my hair is coarse. I have thick hair. Like, and you're explaining your scalp every single time. And it is like your pins and needles at the end of the service. Like, is it going to be good? Is it going to be worth it?
No,
like what?
I will not.
Can absolutely not. Like that would give me I don't have anxiety, but like that would give me the utmost. I feel like severe anxiety. Like, what if they cut your hair off and you're just like, I wanted a trim? But like my trim girl knows that like, I mean like no more than an inch, girl. Like, like
I can't. I am like a new hair person each time. No,
like I would just have my hair would be to the floor basically.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that here.
What are some other services that you like?
Nails.
Really?
I mean,
yeah, you're
how
a nail
long have
girly.
you known me? Have you ever seen me without my nails done?
No,
not one time.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. Same thing. Do you go to like the same person?
The best. Annie. She actually is by you.
Oh.
Right off Ohio in Streeterville. Like another thing. I've been getting my nail, like I hate to say this, but like I've been getting my nails done since like high school.
Yeah.
So like I have sat in a nail chair thousands of times.
Yeah.
I'm very particular about my nails. She doesn't cut them. She just knows the shape.
Yeah.
I like the trendier stuff. She can do design. She's so good. And she's so much of a perfectionist that even though sometimes I'm in my head, I'm like, Annie, girlfriend, I've been sitting here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm losing
Keep it moving.
Yeah. Now I'm hungry and I want to get the flea out of here.
Right.
But it's so good. So it's like, I keep going, obviously. Yeah. So for me, hair and nails, absolutely. I have an esthetician in the city also who I'm obsessed with.
Yeah.
The same thing. I have been going to all of these people since I moved here.
Yeah.
And I have not stopped or tried someone new.
Yeah.
When you like someone and a service and like a service provider, I feel like 9 times out of 10 you stick with them.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I'm a little bit more weird. Well, not weird, but
You are a weirdo.
Aren't we all a little weird?
Of
but
course.
but I'm super particular about like my car. Like I I can't, again.
What do you mean your car?
Okay, like I can't get an oil change just wherever.
Okay.
Like I have to go to the same person because knock on wood, should anything else happen with my car, like you did it. Like you fixed it the last time. So like my trust is all, you know what I mean? Like I want one person to be responsible for like overseeing it all.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, you know this car, you know how I drive, you know how I like, whatever the case is. And I've always been like that too with like my car people. Like I will get tinted at the same place every time. I will not necessarily use the same dealer, but like, you know, I'm just like, once I find a service that I like, I'm sticking to it.
I get that.
You know, even like a restaurant, for example, it's like you might not like love all of your servers, but like you love the food, you love the consistency. And it's like, okay, maybe there might be an off day, but like, you know, they're providing at the end of the day kind of like the core service. And you're just like, yo, this is where I like to be.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I mean, and I know you are pretty like regular too with where you like to go.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like when you have a good experience or they're doing it the way you want,
of course,
communicating, like it's easy to book an appointment with here's another thing, you know, sometimes there's a trip that has, you know, not been on my calendar that's now on my calendar, and my normal nail appointment needs to be moved up. She will literally open the salon at 8 a.m.
Wow.
And let me come in before I have to like leave town or do something.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You can't, I don't care if
like
I
the
have to
loyalty
travel. I
of
don't
it,
care if
yeah.
it's more expensive. I'm literally going to keep going there.
Right.
The
Absolutely.
loyalty.
Exactly.
100%.
And that's the thing too, like you build a relationship and it's just an easy, you know, it's a no-brainer that you want to like support that person. That person clearly supports you and you're never, same thing with like my hair. Oh my gosh. Like there's been times where I'm like, yo,
what
we need to get in a little faster. What can you do for me? And then it really like, and I hate that because I don't want I don't expect anyone to like drop what they're doing, but it really is so nice when it's like,
they know.
Yeah. Something like my dentist. Oh my gosh. I've been going to the same hygienist since I was probably 20 years old.
Okay.
And it's like, there was one time there was like a mix up. I had to like reschedule an appointment. This was like last year. Attack? I honestly, like, I was holding back tears because she was in the chair. Like, she was like, I was in the chair here with like in this one like room, and it's an open room kind of, but she was like the chair over, and I could hear her voice, and I was just like, this will never happen again. I went to and like there was no disrespect towards the woman that like
I get that. It's
cleaned
just
my
different.
teeth. She was like great, but I was like, no. This cannot happen again.
Yeah,
this cannot happen again.
Them. It's different.
Yeah, and so I get. Here's my next question: do you share your service providers?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not a gatekeeper. So like when people are, you know, asking me, where did you get this? Where do you go to for this? I'm like, yeah, go get an appointment, but I'm just gonna let you know they're booked. So I'll refer you, but you might not get in for a hot minute.
But then what if it starts like taking away from your like, okay, so then let's say
then we have big problems.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they're like, thanks for all this business, but now we can't fit you in. It's like, what the
flee?
You better.
I haven't had that problem yet.
Okay.
So far, so good.
I first of all, I think that's where good services come into play is off people's referrals. And so like
word of mouth.
But like, and I'm just kidding.
No, I got you.
But like, of course, like I want if you like the way my hair looks and you have my texture and you have my like whatever, yes, this is the person to go to. If you have my car, you have my style car, like, and you like this, you need to go in this lane. If you like these apples, whatever,
I got you.
You know, and I definitely, I think it's a big, I think we need to do more of it, especially because I think that is the way service providers like thrive. I mean, think about a restaurant, especially like nowadays.
I mean, like, even me, like all of my clients that I do social media for have all been word of mouth referrals.
Exactly.
So like, I get that. I feel like anything you do, or like if you're going to any service you have that is providing you an exceptional service, don't share. Yeah. Don't keep them for yourself. Share them for other people.
Well, today.
So what is this? Yeah. Like, okay.
All of this being said,
what do we got?
Today I want to talk about Swap-O-Rama Services. And I feel that everyone knows that you can go to a flea market for items, right?
Sure.
You can go buy cell phones, you can buy cases, you could buy clothes, you could buy use this, you can buy whatever. But do you actually know that there are so many service providers within our four walls? Like, I want to bring some light to some of the service providers, especially that we've seen, that we've dealt with, maybe some that you haven't even seen, but just kind of shed light and share the wealth here.
Hit me with it.
All right. So I made a list, and no particular order again in any of this stuff. And also disclaimer, all of our vendors are awesome. So this is no, like, no
this
shade
is
to
just
anyone.
different.
Yeah. This is just
like you are coming.
Totally.
Yep.
So first, staying on this topic, we do have barbers and hairdressers at all the locations. I at first was like, what? Why? But then I was like, brilliant. Mm-hmm. This is like, how awesome that if your kid needs a quick haircut, but you need to go shopping for stuff, you can do both at the same time and knock it out.
Yep. Convenience.
Very convenient. So if you ever need a haircut,
we got you.
We gotcha. Nail techs, which I know you said too. Same thing. Let's say husband needs to get some shopping done. Wife needs her nails done. Knock it out.
One stop.
One stop. I don't think all the locations have a nail tech. I think Ashland and Alsip for sure do, but they're in there.
Okay.
So that's nice. This one, I know we did a video on to promote them. So maybe you did or didn't know, but the Keys and Locksmith. Oh, yeah.
Yep. I knew that.
All locations have several. You can get like motor, whatever the car is, like whatever the door is, within less than an hour, sometimes less than 15 minutes. Like,
yeah, I mean, when we were there talking to him, I was like, how long would it take to make this key right now? He was like 10 seconds. I was like, what?
Exactly. Like, they're so equipped and like have all the equipment they need. Trying to think like what else they kind of specialize in, but anything lock related, padlocks, your typical locksmith store.
There's like,
you can basically find.
There's like, locks that are like automatic. You just press the lock button.
Yes.
And then there's like your physical key. I mean,
yes.
Shit. If you want one of those like tall, big keys, crank
you want
it
the key into castle.
They got it.
Yes, you're right. This next one was it might shock you.
Okay.
We haven't seen him yet. But there's an optometrist at one of our locations.
Yeah. Okay.
He just does business on the weekends there. He will fix your glasses. He will do eye exams. He's a staple at Alsip. So, and he's got a hardcore following. His customers are super loyal. Shout out to all of them.
Yeah.
But I think that's super cool too.
Absolutely.
Especially when a lot of like, if you're like in I don't know, some people like where they practice might not be open on the weekends, or you might just want to, be able to pick up stuff on the weekends. Yeah. And I think it's a great idea. So
that's awesome.
If you're ever thinking about that, the flea would be good. Next service, it's debatable, but I think like collectors of all sorts, whether it's like coins, sports memorabilia, like these are all service providers that normally have, again, storefronts or their own kind of like hustle, if you will. And I think like if you want like some good people, you'd be surprised what you find at the flea.
Yeah.
Tech repairs.
Yes, I've seen this.
We did this. All locations have same thing. Computer
phone,
techs,
iPad,
laptops. Yes.
Desktop.
Almost like a geek squad, but like in the flea.
Speakers.
And again, these are all like, by the way,
really
trained
trained
professionals, like some of them licensed for the most part, and they're not shy to tell you, like, again, these are real folks that are just trying to get some extra money and share their knowledge, share their time. Yeah, exactly. Alterations and seamstresses.
I did know there was a tailor there. Yes. And the first time I saw it, I was like, wait, this is like amazing. Like, you can literally go buy something that might be a little long.
Right.
Or anything.
So smart.
And literally just go take it next door to the next vendor and get your pants hemmed.
Yeah. I think too, like one of the biggest like recommendations that I feel like everyone always asks on like Facebook, Instagram or something, like they're always like, does anyone have a good seamstress, or like, we're going to get my dress altered like fast or something like that. And I'm always like, that's one I always see. And it's so interesting because it's a service that you might not need often.
Yep.
I mean, I think people, if they're like super tall or super short, like they probably have a guy,
Sure.
you know, but for the most part, like for us, it's like maybe like a formal dress that we need, or like you said, like maybe a custom piece that you need a little work done on. Yeah, I think this is a good route to go to, because again, like you can just keep shopping around while they kind of work on it. That's also the nice thing.
I agree.
Heating and cooling. So we have vendors that provide services from like AC techs to like anything in between. Like I am so bad with like water heaters and all that stuff, but there are so many trained individuals on site that you can show them a picture of like what's going on in your house. And obviously they can't fix it right then and there, or you can't bring that item for them to fix. So you would set a consultation up or something up for them. But I think that's awesome too, because sometimes like, especially walking around at Swap in the flea, it's like sometimes you don't think about, oh my gosh, we need to change our filter or something. And like, you can just easily like give your card to someone and they'll take care of you right there, you know,
so
set something up. Because they'll have their calendars and they're ready to go. And I love that. When I saw that, I was like, that is smart.
That is smart.
Scent specialists. So I know we have a lot of people that sell fragrances. And so this is more niche in the term of like you've seen them too. Like they will have all of like fragrance oils and fragrances behind and custom make something for you like on the spot. Or like if you say something like, oh, you know, I really like the Gucci, whatever, they'll kind of do something, a similar mock, you know, for a lot less. And this is a service that like you can't find just anywhere. So when I see it at the flea, I think it's awesome, because I remember at mall kiosks they used to have that service a lot, you know, and they would spray like a paper for you to try. But yeah, it hasn't gone away, and it's like a booming business, and I think check them out.
It's different too, because I love that you can say, oh, you know, like to kind of play off the Gucci. Oh, I wear Gucci right now. My friend, however, wears YSL, and I, you know, like want to see if I can try get something in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or like I like the flower notes of both, but like I don't love the musk. And yeah, exactly. And these people are, again, trained experts that will kind of help you concoct that cocktail, you know? Jewelers. I know we use this. This is a big one.
Love the jewelers at
We got a lot of jewelers, but these are like, I mean, I'm talking something breaks. You need something polished. You want to replace a link. Loose. Yeah. Like it is like so nice. I mean, you want to get a ring polished really quick and then keep walking around. I know we do that with an item of yours. And so it's just really nice that those providers are there too.
I agree. That was so convenient that day. We dropped that off. They literally fixed it. Yeah. Within an hour.
Yep. It was nice.
And then we were good to go.
All set. I know. I love it. Blinds and windows. Okay. So we have reps that, you know, again, custom drapery, custom windows, ceiling windows, all of that. That is definitely not my forte. I know aesthetically what I like, but like, you know, the textures and this and that. And these people have like books and binders and stuff that you can like look, touch and feel, which is nice. Remember like old school, like Empire, when they would like come out and like
I would go. I remember going with my mom to like the blind store. It was like horrible. We were kids.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
And then she's like flipping through this like huge,
it's like a binder.
Going through and I'm like, they all look the same in my head, you know, like 10 years old.
It's like why cream, are we here? Pearl, what up? I'm like, just pick the
eggshell. Just pick white and move on.
But actually, now that I get older, I'm like, okay, I see
the difference.
Yes. What does that look like in sunlight? You know,
in a dark room.
But anyways, I actually didn't know the blinds and windows, and then I saw them one time, and I'm like, wait, hi.
Yeah. Hello,
sir. On that topic, furniture.
Yep.
We've seen this. I think there's a ton of people that will help you again with books, and they also have samples on site too, where it's like, you know, tables, dining tables, chairs, couches like this, actual couches. And they have kind of like, you know, their own storefront. And again, they'll just set up here and help you kind of figure that out, order it for you, arrange pickups. Awesome stuff.
So convenient.
Definitely. Garage doors and other like exteriors. I've seen a bunch of like gutters and professionals along those lines, just people promoting their businesses usually, but also on site, like, will help you kind of figure out what you need and stuff.
That's great.
Which is really nice, because sometimes, like, when you like call a company like that, a service like that, it's like, hey, my garage door's down, and it's like, oh, well, you have to set up a time to like, because you can't like show them your phone really quick on like a damage or something, like, but when you go to the flea and you actually have that service person like right in front of you, it's like they will tell you, what you need, set it up. Like, it's just way more convenient and easier to set something up to get someone to your house, you know? Along the lines of, we have painters. There's a bunch of people that have either their own facilities or, paint that you can buy on site, good quality stuff, that someone didn't need or anything like that. And they'll set up a service for you if you need help with painting or whatever. Another interesting one is like any professional specialties in terms of like tax consultants or attorneys. I've seen at the flea. I've seen financial advisors there. Just all individuals, representing their own company or a bigger brand where, they just want to help you. Sales products experts. And what I mean by this is like brands like Avon,
Mary Kay.
Yes, Mary Kay, all that kind of stuff. Like, those service providers are in the flea. A lot of the jewelry ones, I can't think of their names off the top of my head. I think like Paparazzi or whatever. Like, a lot of those. And we also have had Girl Scouts at the flea market that we support.
Organizations.
That will set up. Yep. So big organizations and their representatives are there. Again, these people are trained and know what they're selling. So electronic experts or enthusiasts, we know a couple off the top of our head. I'm so busy right now where it's like there's so much going on in my day-to-day life where it's like if I was going to the flea market with my friend or my family or whoever, myself, whatever the case is, I will go past these booths and they'll be like, oh, your case is shattered or your phone like screen is shattered. And I'm like, yeah, I haven't had time to like go out there. And they're like, let's do it for you really quick. And it's like, oh, I didn't even know you did that, And it's like so nice because I used to have to go to a place to get that done. And now I can just get it done right then and there. And they're fast, they're efficient, and they're talented at what they do.
And I think too, I will say, I think the biggest thing, like we've said in other episodes, is everybody loves convenience right now.
I know.
They really do.
It's true.
Everyone is so busy. People have multiple kids, sports, summer, vacations. Nobody has time to be driving to 18 different places to have things done. If you can go one place, you can get your son's haircut, you can get your laptop fixed. Why not?
Literally.
Why
you
not?
drop off
and you're
everything that I've listed, you could drop off at the providers and be like, be back in time.
In 2 hours, everything's done.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Okay, there's also a really good knife expert there's a couple at each location.
I was going to say, I've seen a few.
Yeah, but there's like one in particular, I think at Alsip where, man, like this person just knows the ins and outs of like butcher knives, cutlery knives, just for fun knives, like whatever the case is. So yeah, I was like, well, who are you? That's a world I don't even know. So
yeah.
And then obviously like clothing experts, whether it's like hats or like custom items, like there's a lot of like, baptism outfits or something, like crocheted items. Like these are all people that, have been like gone to a trade to like learn something like this and are sharing it with us, which I think is like so awesome, you know, or like traditionally just something that they've learned from their culture and are sharing it with people at the flea. So those people are great. Food. Oh my gosh, there's so many like bakeries that we've seen. Again, custom snacks. These professionals are just, I call them professionals and service providers, but I think it's true. Like
they are.
There's so many items that I've never seen in stores that you can find at the flea.
I agree.
Or even like order your own too, like just saying like, oh my gosh, I'm making this up, but like, oh, I love dried pineapple and I wish that it had tahini on it. And they'll be like, I got you. Come next week. And then next week,
you can pick it up.
You have like a 10-pound bag of like dried pineapple with a tahini. And I'm like, dang.
Yep.
That was awesome, you know? Spiritual items or like specialists like with incense, crystals, beads, all of those things. I know we've seen a ton. Gosh, you can concoct whatever kind of scent you want with that. if you need some sage to get some negativity, you need whatever, these people know what to get you.
You know,
They're
we're
like,
about the crystals over here.
I know you like the crystals. But same thing, they'll be like, oh, your aura is bad. We need a little this, and they'll
Perfect.
provide you that
Hit
service
me with
right
it.
there. Can I get extra?
Yeah.
Shoe repairs. There's a shoe repair man at a couple locations where you can get, you know, your leather shined, your shoes shined. You need your sneakers whitened. You need, I don't know, they're a little too big. They'll like put an insert for you. Whatever the case is, this guy is remarkable.
Yeah.
And fast and efficient too.
Love
rugs.
that.
We've seen rugs.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. They literally, if you have any need for any rug that is like a size that you cannot find online.
Right.
He literally was cutting it in front of me. Mm-hmm. The lady said she needed a 2x13. That would be 2 feet wide, 13 long.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Learning. And he like instantly customized it.
Right.
I was just like, oh my God, like what?
Yeah.
You know, because there is some like spaces in people's house that are, especially in the city and like the way that condos and stuff is here are weird.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, of course.
So like, yeah, you
You're
might
right,
need that 2x13.
There's like a funky like room or
how
like
they're,
a pipe going somewhere.
They're really long.
Yep.
Yeah.
A rounded edge you need
Yep.
or whatever.
Yeah.
You're right.
So
Yes.
no, I love that.
Of course. Then there are our dietitians. Again, a lot of these folks, believe it or not, are registered and where they're selling, you know,
Programs.
herbal teas, programs. They're selling
Personal training stuff I've seen.
vitamins, natural, organic, holistic items, things like that. They're out there too.
Yep.
And they will tell you what you need to do.
Yeah.
And then finally, like gardeners and farmers and all that stuff. We have, you know, people that come in from like Michigan, from Indiana,
Wisconsin.
Yes, with like really awesome, I mean, with whether it's Christmas trees, pumpkins, apples, apple cider, whatever the case is. These are service providers that have actual farms and actual know what they're doing, and you won't be disappointed.
No, I love that.
By any of those items.
For sure.
So
yeah, there's a lot on there that I had no idea about.
Yeah, honorable mention. There's also people that have like cleaning services, other enthusiasts, movies, books, automotive professionals you can find there. A lot of people will tell you, like what tires you need. If they have antifreeze, if you need that, like whatever that case is. Graphic designers. Oh my gosh, I've seen a ton of, custom tie-dye t-shirts, logoed t-shirts, logoed anything really. There's so many like people that will do that for you. Uniforms, like with construction, scrubs, like anything that you need, they have.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to bring light to all of those guys and just let all of the people know that a flea market is not just what we think it is, where it's just either, just the selling of items. Like there really is quality people. There's a loyalty, like they're loyal, they're enthusiastic about what they do, they're educated. A lot of them are licensed, and give them a try. If you haven't and you need anything that I just mentioned, like it's definitely worth a conversation.
I agree.
They're open to seeing how they can help you if they can.
And let me just say this too, just to kind of finalize this topic here and what we're talking about. These are all services that are so affordable, and they are willing to work with you.
Exactly.
So, there's a difference between taking your laptop to, the vendor at Swap who can help fix your laptop, compared to taking it to Apple.
Right.
Like, it's just different, and they're really willing to like work with you price wise. So I definitely think, that's a good thing to keep, in the back of your mind.
Like layaway services or something like.
That's what I'm saying. Payment plans.
Yes. You can actually talk to someone and say like, I can afford this right now and that right now. Well, and if I was talking to someone at Best Buy, they'd be like, sorry, or open a credit card or whatever that looks like. And these are normal people that empathize with you, that understand or
life happens.
or will be flexible in terms of like how they set up the service for you. So yes, well, I hope someone learned something new, or
I did.
I know there's a couple of these I don't think that you've seen yet, but
don't be
I'll
gatekeeping anything from the Flea fam here. Excuse me.
I will not. Okay. Flea fam, I just spilled the tea on all things swap services.
Love that.
And that wraps it up for today.
Awesome, Kristina. Thanks for filling us in.
Of course.
As always, if you guys like this episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Always. And thank you for watching and listening to another episode of You,
Me,
and
the Flea.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.